Hi, welcome to Comic Book Corner, and this is your host, Spider Slayer, getting ready to do another walkthrough and also comic book review of your favorite comic books. Now, the reason why I do this is because we all have a lot of titles that we like to read, and we're very interested in them, but we can't afford all our comic books. So I do a review and a walkthrough to help make you guys make a decision if you want to buy certain comics or not. So today's review that we're going to start off with is going to be Kick-Ass 2, issue number 4. Boom! Right here, baby. I must say, in this brief review part of the video, that this is one book that you definitely want to get. I did a review on issue number 3, if you want to watch that first. Issues 1 and 2 and 3 took forever to come out, but between issues 3 and 4, this came out a month literally after issue 3, which was really good because I still remembered the story unlike going into issue number 3. This series has particularly been getting better as the story goes on, which should happen. And in many ways, I like this particular story better than the first one. Even though Kick-Ass was new in the first one, we're all intrigued by it. But for a follow-up story, it's very, very good. And these past couple issues have been pretty gory. And let me just tell you, when I saw a particular page, and this is for the viewers who are not going to see the walkthrough, but when I saw a particular page, I was like, are you serious? Like, really? That happened? Like, I couldn't believe it. But again, the review portion of this video, I'm going to give this issue a 5 out of 5. I didn't find anything wrong with this particular issue. I loved it. It's written by Mark Millar, and obviously the art is done by John Romita Jr. As I said in my last video about issue 3, I'm not a fan of Romita Jr.'s art, really. It's weird. But for Kick-Ass, it fits, because Kick-Ass is a new character, and this is the only art you're kind of used to seeing for Kick-Ass, so it fits this character and all the characters in the book. It's well done. It's well written. The story flows nicely. I definitely recommend this for a lot of you readers if you want to wait until the trade comes out so you can get the whole effect. That's great. But I do recommend this. Red Mist is a badass in this one, and he changes his name. And we got this Mother Russia chick. And she kicked some serious ass. But I definitely recommend this. Again, 5 out of 5. Okay? So now we're going to get ready to do the walkthrough version of this video. So for all you guys who don't want to see the walkthrough, you can just stop the video now, and we're going to go on. So are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, here we go. For the comic walkthrough. Okay, so with that being said, time for the walkthrough. Kick-Ass 2, issue 4. Awesome time here. Here we go. First page, we're going to start off. Mindy's riding on a horse. She's basically saying that she's 11 years old and she went horseback riding, and it's Monday. And then Tuesday I went to a kids cartoon movie and I found it stupid and boring. Next she had some friends come over. They didn't even let her play. She was just bored, and she just was on her computer all day. And the next thing we see is that the news comes on TV, and we find that people got killed from their little superhero group, and Mindy's still all pissed off at it. You can see here There's the first page of everything that I just explained. And she's watching the TV, and she sees on the TV that superheroes and other people are getting killed, and she's waiting in the wings. After a brief discussion with her dad, he's saying that you cannot be Hit Girl anymore. Your mother would disapprove of that. And she's like, whatever. And she goes and she storms off into her room, and she's looking at herself in the mirror, and she basically says, Dad, why did you teach me to be so obedient? So we move on to the next page. Afterwards, the Justice Forever, obviously Kick-Ass and some of his friends here are discussing what had happened, and they're going to meet in their temporary headquarters, since in the last issue it got destroyed by Mother Russia. So after a brief discussion of sending money to the funeral and things like that, we go on to the main part of our story. And here we see Red Mist, who is no longer called Red Mist. He is called the Motherfucker. And their group name is called the Toxic Mega Cunts. Pretty sick. So anyway, the gang is looking to find Dave's girlfriend. And here, in this description, we go on and it says, hey, you guys know where Katie, I'm not sure how her name is spelled, Denuxa lives? And the little kids are like, sure, Katie's mom and dad are in the house over there. And they go, are you superheroes? And these guys are like, not exactly. And they go, is Katie a superhero? And he goes, no, son. She just fucks superheroes. And he goes, that's why we're going to hurt her. And then all of a sudden, this is what made my jaw drop, what I was talking about before. Ba 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 ba. Dude, they just shoot the kids right in the face. I mean, these like 7-year-old kids. What is that? That is sick. So next thing you know is even the gang members are kind of like, holy crap, what did he just do? You know, so they're just shocked. So after some time is being spent, they just start shooting up the whole neighborhood. The whole neighborhood is just getting like blasted. And they go into Katie's house and they shoot her dad right in the face. Boom! And next they grab the girl and they said, you know Kick-Ass? And she's like, I don't know who Kick-Ass is. And then all of a sudden, she gets punched in the face, pulls down his pants, and he starts raping her. And then all of a sudden, Mother Russia's outside, and they're explaining how much does she cost to them to join their little group. She costs like, I think it was like $50,000 a week plus expenses. And this chick was like a bodyguard from like some Russian mob person or something like that. But she was a evil bitch, and she would just shoot down all the cops. And there's like 45 shots fired. There's like officers down everywhere. You can just see it all down here. There's just all kinds of stuff going on. She's just blowing up people. I mean, again, she is one badass bitch. Next thing we know is that every cop is down, and the next thing is that Katie is down after getting raped and beat up, and they're like, oh my god, this is even bad for us. So again, Mother Russia is all done doing her business, and again, she's to run the security for the Russian Prime Minister. So next we find that the officers all found out what's going on, and their mission is to do a search and find of all the costume freaks out in the hero and arrest them and find out what's going on. So in the next few pages, we can see that everyone here is getting arrested and they're getting put in jail. Next thing we know is that the police are coming to Dave's house. He sees the costume. He has it on. The police knock on the door. And we can see that Dave and his buds are visiting Katie in the hospital after getting beat up and raped. And the next thing is Dave gets a text, and you can see right here what it says. It says, "Forget the bitch, it's your old man you should be worried about, you prick." That's what the text says. Dave runs out the door. He's running through the hospital. Next thing we see is Dave's dad is getting arrested. And he's like, "You don't understand. He's going to protect me." So it looks like Dave's dad is taking the rap for Kick-Ass. And here it ends. The cop's holding him back, and Dave is like, "Dad! No, Dad!" And that's how it ends. So that is the end of issue number 4. Again, I gave this book a 5 out of 5. If you want to, go out and buy this book or wait for the trade to come out. It's awesome. Definitely awesome. Not for the young at heart. It's very gruesome, very violent. But again, I give this book a 5 out of 5. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. And if you stayed for the walkthrough, I hope you enjoyed that as well. And until then, this is Spider Slayer out, and I'll see you on the next review. And remember, guys, please just subscribe if you want to. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye.